Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name's Ailey. Today's video is going to be another one of my beauty battle videos. Today we are putting Brow up against the Revolution Pro Brow Pomade. So this one is, I'll put on the screen how much it is, but it's way more expensive than this one. So I figured why not see how they perform, not like necessarily which one performs better, but let's just see how they perform kind of in relation to one another. My eyebrows are tinted just now, so they are a little bit darker than usual, but I'll zoom you in and you can see how it applies, what the texture of each of them are like and stuff like that. And yeah, so if you want to see if you should splurge on the more expensive Benefit Brow, or can you save some cash and get the exact same thing with the Revolution Brow Pomade, then just keep watching. Okay, so we're a little bit more up close and personal now. Like I said, we've got Brow, which, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love this stuff and it has lasted me forever. And the Revolution Pro Brow Pomade. Now, there's a massive, massive price difference in these, so it would actually be really interesting to see which one works better, which one, or like, are they comparable? Because it's not always about them working better, it just is, can you get the same result with something that will cost you less money? Now, I know that you can get small baby pots of these, I think, as well, like tester pots that are a little bit cheaper, but I mean, I've had mine a really long time and you can see the kind of dip that's in there. And I've had this for a good few months now and you can see the sort of marks in there, but it hasn't really made a dent yet. Both of these, I will say straight off the bat, both of them have dried. Both of them have gotten more dry. The Brow actually I didn't use for a really long time because it was pretty much unusable, but I actually got the Revolution Pro mixing drops or mixing liquid, and I've used that in both of these and it's brought them completely back to life. So I would say if you're planning on getting a pomade, I actually don't know of any that don't dry out. I think the Anastasia one might be good for that, but to be honest, I think if you're going to have them for a while, they're going to sort of dry out eventually, especially if you don't put the lids on properly, especially if you're in a kind of cooler climate like I am in Scotland. So I'm going to go in with Brow first, I think, and I'm going to go, there's nothing in this eyebrow apart from tint, so I'm just going to go onto this eyebrow. Because I've used the mixing liquid in it, it is going to be quite easy to move around, but this is kind of what it's like when you first get it. You only need, and I mean the tiniest, tiniest wee amount. So as you can see, it is reasonably smooth. This, I should have said, is in shade number 5. I could have probably done with getting a lighter shade, just because since I dyed my hair, I can actually get away with having a lighter shade and not having to tint my eyebrows so much. I do find that it's quite difficult to get kind of hair-like strokes, so I always sort of try and just comb through. Okay, so that's the Brow side so far. I never finish one eyebrow to completion before I go on and do the other. So I'm going to go over and do the other because my eyebrows are two different shapes. This one's more rounded, this one's more angled, arched even. I prefer this one and it's so annoying trying to get this one to do what this one does. So maybe I should just give up and go for rounded brows. But so I'm dipping into the Revolution. I've cleaned off this brush. I'm dipping into Revolution now and I'm hoping I might actually... So I would say the Revolution one is slightly more stiff. Okay, so that is what I would do with that one. But as you can see, I don't know if you can see. This one is a lot more untidy looking. That isn't necessarily Kabrow's fault. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back now. So that's about as close as I'm going to get them. I do think that the Kabrow one is a little bit on the dark side. I don't know, it may be just because when you mix in the mixing medium, the formula goes a little bit more runny, whereas this stuff goes a wee bit more like pomade again. The other stuff goes a wee bit like liquid liner almost. So yeah, like I said in my last video, if you haven't seen it, then I'll put a card up here for you so you can go and watch it after you're finished here. But I'm not trying to say that any product is worse than another one. I'm just drawing comparisons. So on this side we have the Kabrow, and on this side we have the Revolution Pro. So I will let you make up your mind as to which you think looks better. I feel really weird just having eyebrows on, but that is that. So that was Kabrow versus Revolution Pro Brow Pomades. Which one do you prefer? Do you have either of these? Have you thought about getting this and just not wanted to get it because it's expensive? I would say they both do exactly the same thing. They both wear the same because I have worn both of these in the past. They both apply pretty much the same. I actually prefer the way the Revolution one applies, if I'm honest, but I prefer this brush. So I'd need to find like another brush just like this. That's the one thing that would annoy me, is I do have this Wonder Brow one, but it's way too thick for me. So yeah, what do you think? Do you prefer either one or the other? Have you wanted to try one? Have you bought this and it's dried out on you? Let me know in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this video. If you enjoyed it or you found it somewhat helpful, I would love it if you would give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I post videos every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, so hopefully I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!